Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. How's everyone doing? I'm carving pumpkins. Ooh, that's fun. That's fun. Ish fun. It's been so long since I've carved a pumpkin. It's not something we do really. Like sure with kids, but like in general, not a thing we do. So I don't know what you could do, like what I would do. I always think they're like it's always a very messy procedure. At least, you know. I'm yeah, trying to get my tea. Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's fun if you can do it with people. And it's a way to be creative, so I see why it's fun, but it's always a bit messy. Okay, I think that should be good. Now, get the rest of the tea out of the tea bag. Gotta get every single drop out of it. There we go. Alrighty. Let's do what we have to do today. Well, we don't have to do it, but let's get started. A lot has changed since we were here last. As you can see, we made a bigger hole. We made a bigger hole. Plus, I have what I would say almost the final. I don't know what I would call this area. The lab, maybe. I don't know what this would be called, but I have the final. I feel like the final like dimensions and like where I want everything to go. So this will be the entrance elevator. They'll come down and enter here. I needed a way to get some more diamonds out of here. So yes, they can earn their tokens. They can also just buy them. I can always change the amount they get from one token. Then we have this over here. They can always buy food. I want to do mushroom soup because it's very inconvenient. Right? It's very inconvenient. Because, you know, they only stack to one. There's no... You can't get a stack of it. It's only one per slot. And then over here, this is what we did last time. I really haven't changed anything over here. So, we're still up for the fun. What we can do about these farms, because we will need a pumpkin farm. And we will need a way to get fermented spider eyes. But that's for later. All of this I can craft, except for maybe... Also, you know what we could do? You know what we could do? Is ask for the spider eyes that they gather in the string, and then only sell them. So only sell spider eyes when they're in stock, and only sell bows when they're in stock. You know. Love when somebody calls my cell phone, and when I answer the phone, it's just a radio silence. It's just a quick end up. Yeah, true. Hello, Enrique. Welcome in. How you doing? But yeah, so the way that we are selling these is still to be determined. And same for these. I'm doing well. I'm doing good. For the food, I'm just gonna do it this way. We have this guy. We'll fill this up with bowls. I'm gonna set like an automatic crafting system that just fills this up with bowls, grabs a bowl of mushroom soup, and then we'll have plenty in here to be dished out. This is SMP. This will end up being on the SMP. Right now we're in a creative testing world, because this is quite the system, as you can see. And this is only the beginning. So we're trying to figure out how we could do this, and this is turning out to be the most complicated XP farm that I've built, and the least efficient one. Maybe that's the best title for the video. Eventually, I built the most complicated XP farm with Create, and then in the title I said it's very inefficient. In the thumbnail. Then or I made the best XP farm. I mean, it's gonna be the most interactive XP farm, for sure. Okay, so to explain how the so what I want to do, maybe we start with that. Maybe we start with what do we want to do for the actual dungeon run, because this is going to be another dungeon, basically. We had the idea of working with the elevator coming down in a central space and then having 4 chambers, which is fun. It's a good idea to give people choices, but also it wouldn't be very roguelite to give them a choice. So we're not going to give them a choice. We're going to have 4 rooms, basically in sequence. So to get to the next room, you have to clear, or you have to clear the room that you're in. This means that if you want to go to the green room, you'll have to clear the pink room. And if you want to go on from the green room, you'll have to clear the green room first. So that's the idea. I feel like that's the smartest thing we can do. And then we can also step it up. So an escape room? Not really. Think dungeon crawler, roguelite. Kind of thing. So they'll come in here, right? Let me go in this guy. So they'll come in here with an elevator, come down, boom, get out, elevator goes back up. The elevator will always go back up. You'll need to press a button to go back up. But in this room, we'll have silverfish. Loads of silverfish. Of course, this will not just be a square room. We'll have obstacles and stuff, but we'll have a load of silverfish and some cool mechanics for those silverfish. And then they'll have to collect something from those silverfish to go to the next room. We'll have another elevator going down. And then over here, they'll go into the green room, which will be light parkour with spiders. And they'll have to collect a good amount of spider stuff, which is going to be randomized. But they're going to have to collect a good amount of spider stuff to get through this door and then onto the next room. And that's the idea. So the further you go, the harder the mobs are going to be. But also the more rewarding the mobs are going to be. Because I'm not going to buy any of the drops from the spiders and stuff. It's not important. But I will buy magma cream and blaze rods. Hello, Sag and DK, welcome in. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to design the general shapes of the rooms, which I've already started. And then we're also going to try and get some room mechanics in the hope that, I don't know, makes it fun. This is SMP public or private? It's a private SMP. What's the... We're basically making the most inefficient XP farm ever. That's the whole idea. That's the whole idea. Okay, so that's gonna be our hallway. Honestly, might as well just fill it in while we're at it. Yeah, because we can. Okay, so they're basically gonna come down. They'll have some time in here to eat and heal back up, and then this is gonna be the next door. I am gonna bring this wall forward a bit. For the sole reason that I need space to get this door in. It's the 4th, 5th inefficient farm. Yeah, okay, but the thing is about the other inefficient farms, they are still farms, right? Whereas this is gonna be a game that's gonna give me stuff, but it's designed to be a game. Right? It's very different. Very different. Okay, I'm just trying... How am I gonna do this? Sure, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that and then bring this. Yeah, that's just gonna be the wall. That's fine. There we go. So if we do that and we replace air, my voice is still not great, but it's getting better. Lime wool, should be fine. And then we get rid of all of this stuff over here. Because we don't really need it. There we go. And then the last little bit is that. And then it's just onto here, which I maybe not. Maybe don't use the wrong dimensions, but so this room itself is going to be all about spiders and having to navigate around them. So we'll have some fun mechanics in here, some moving platforms, some randomized pistons and stuff. And most of all, this room is gonna be a semi-PvE and parkour room. Okay. There we go. Just getting all the walls in first. Good. Do that all the way over here. Okay, so as you can see, they'll have to make their way up to the next door. Falling spiders, that's part of it. But also spiders are way better climbers than players. So they'll get up faster, is my idea. I'll bring this wall all the way up as well. kind of cutting off. Oh, hello. Visual over here. And then we can take you all the way over here. Boom. Also, most of these walls are going to be made out of tuff for the simple reason that if we're going to be working with silverfish, I don't want my entire building to break down. Right? Okay. Good. I feel like we're at a point of that this is the shape of this I like, right? It's a good shape. I kind of want to see if I can if I can make like a very risky move where we have like they're already there, DK. YouTube memberships are already there. I'm not gonna make too much how do I say that? I'm not gonna advertise them too much because there's nothing that's really that you really get from them, but yeah. Okay, so that is our room. Spiders have the issue. Yeah, that's kind of what I want. I kind of want them to start climbing. So we're gonna spawn them on the lower floors, on this one and this floor. And then once you have to go up, they're already gonna be up these walls. Right? So you come in up at the bottom, right? As a player, you come in at the bottom over here. And you have to make your way up. So the fact that spiders climb is good. We could put lava at the top here. We can put like a ring of lava. And then the next room is going to be right here. Which the next room, what would be annoying for magma cubes? What kind of room would be annoying if it's filled with magma cubes? Cave spider. We could put some cave spiders, yeah. We could do a mix. Parkour. What if I made, you know, those classic lava mazes where you have like a single pathway that you have to follow, that's surrounded by lava. And then we make it out of honey blocks so they can't jump. I mean, the fact that it's lava doesn't matter for magma cubes, right? They don't care. Magma cube spawners. Yes, there's gonna be a spawner, yes. Okay, let's... first of all, we need, again... oh god. We need a little hallway. And we need space for a door to go. So, door would go right there, right here. We need a couple of blocks behind there for some redstone. And then I feel like just like a short turn would be enough. Magma spikes, dripstone on top of a magma block. Oh yeah, that's actually good. I mean, we could do like a mixture of lava and then and just a hazardous floor beneath it. But I do like the idea of you go into the room, right? And it's because you have to get back as well. This is also the funny thing. There is no end. You have to get back all. So if you go all the way down and you go to the last room and you fight some mobs in the last room, you survive. You have to come all the way back up. And this is your exit right here. So it's you have to do it in reverse as well. It has to be possible in reverse as well. So I do like the idea of you know, just in general having a little maze that we can honey blocks are in here. So if we do, let's see. First of all, let's do a little room in Red Bull. At least a little layout of a room. How are we doing this? I feel like we should do a hallway until we're here, and then we go left so they don't really see what's happening. Pretty short hallway. Make it a little bit wider here. And then we split it off in two. So they have to pick which one to go to. That would mean honey, right? Honey. Oh, I would have to make it even wider. I have a better idea. Instead of honey, why don't we... Instead of honey, why don't we just do... like bars, copper bars. Just to be annoying. Right? Because, okay, you can shift on these, but if you get knocked off... Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? And we'll go down here. Also, I don't want to give them too much space to really be able to jump. So if I do that... Oh, see, I'm already failing at this. Let's make it really claustrophobic. What are we thinking? If we do it this way, chat, would that be good? So you come in, you have to follow this line, and then from here on out, you can't really jump. No, you know what? No. I do want them to be able to jump. Because that's how they're gonna fall. Is when they start getting cocky. And start jumping around. This is gonna be my how do I say this? this is gonna be how I create nightmares for people. Okay, and then over here we will decide what we do over here. So from here on out, you have two choices. Either you go down, right, or you go to the left. And I think over here, I want to do some sort of a combat room. Maybe not combat. Maybe combat is the wrong word for this. But over here we'll have some other lava friends that are spawning. I mean, in general, this is gonna be pretty fun, I think. Dude, I don't know how I'm gonna do the blaze room though. I have no idea on how to do the blaze room. Chat, help. How do I do the blaze room? What would be fun as a blaze room? I feel like we would have we should not put too many blaze spawners in there because it could get rather hectic. We just need one. That's, I don't know. Would there be a way to force a blaze spawner to become active or to go active? I don't know. I don't know, chat. I really don't. I really don't. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Like that. We can use love. I mean, sure, but we have blaze spawners, so I don't really need any other mobs in there. I'm talking about the blaze room in general, right? Not this room. This is the magma cube room. So we'll do that. So this is just going to be like a little warm-up. This is just going to be a little warm-up. We'll have a magma cube spawner in here. That's good. That proves the fact that this is going to be horrible. Okay. So that's that. And sword. Wait. They must avoid the places from hitting them. I mean, eventually they'll have to kill them because they need blaze. Because they need blaze rods to get out. And of course, not getting hit is beneficial because, you know, you don't want to die. Okay, I think this is, so we'll fill this up with lava, and we'll add some spikes and stuff to it as well. Then this is going to be our way down into the actual room, which is just going to be a little more of the same thing with honey blocks, trying to get around. Also, do honey blocks still affect the player when they're in copycat form? Let's test that out real quick. So if I do this and that, okay, no, I can still jump on it. So that's not an option. But from here on out, what I want to do is they'll go down. We'll have like a little like a ladder system in here that takes them down here. And then from here we do the floor is honey. And they need to get out, which we need to determine where out is, of course. Okay, let's do that. Let's bring it down as well. This one. Perfect. Air red wall. Now, where are we gonna put the door? My intuition says, because we've got most space on this corner, right? My intuition says right here, because that is the opposite corner. So door goes in right there. So let's make a bit of a bit of a maze. Honey maze, indeed. The fact that they can't jump is going to be frustrating. Just kind of the goal, you know? Oh, and what if we do make... Can we jump on honey? Okay, so we want them to be 2 blocks apart. You can jump on it. Which we can utilize. Like, we can use the fact that you can jump over 1 block as a little... as a little, like, you know, sneak thingy. What if you can push this one back here? Mostly like this corner, which is fine. That's just one corner that they have to skip over, or that they can skip over. This is where, like, I don't want this, because that's most of the thing that they skip, right? So what I might do is bring you in like that. Then we create this over here, which again is fine. Can they jump that? They can. So we don't want to do that. Let's just, yeah, let's keep it on a diagonal right there. Which, honestly, might not be the worst, just in general, for like corners to take out the corner block. Right? Isn't that a good sound? Great sound, chat. Great sound. Okay, and we do that. And then we do need a way for our lovely mobs to spawn, which we can do like small islands, I guess. I do like the idea of having the end over here be made out of magma blocks. Like that. And then I have to make that jump. Okay. Let's fill it up with lava. I'll do commands for it for now. Make sure that that is covered up. Slash fill lava 100. And I honestly think that magma blocks have this fun thing where, okay, no, because I feel like, okay, that's safe. So you can kind of just go on them. That's fine. Okay, let's just do that. Just so I can keep them inside. And my goal is to have them either spawn up here, right? Either we spawn them up here and drop them down, which is a good idea in my opinion, or we just put one spawner in the middle of the room. I feel like that would be the best idea, right? And let's set options to easy. Right, if you put them over here. And do I have to be in survival for it to work? Oh! This is gonna be horrible. This is gonna be horrible. Yeah, I love this. I love this. So we'll kind of just keep you in. Like that. And honestly, we could give them a little sneak peek of what's to come by making this room into like a mesh almost. With some copper grates. No, not copper. I want it to contrast nicely. So maybe this would work. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. And then we can put some campfires in there as well. Just to get some smoke, you know? Like that. And then some in this corner. Now what's that looking like? You come in here, boom. Dude, this is horrible. It might actually be too much. I mean, on the other hand, these are not... Is it too much? Because we could put this on a timer if we wanted to. We could put that on a timer. I'll think about it. And then it's just ladders. We'll have ladder, boom, 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 boom. Look at that. Yeah, I like it. And then this we also fill with lava. But without the whole magma cube thing. I think I just broke a block that's gonna flood. Oh, I fixed it. Oh, what if we give them a chance to redeem themselves while taking damage? We don't want to give them a chance to redeem themselves over there, but we can kind of... Can they make that? Oh. Can they make that jump? They can, okay. They're gonna take some damage over here, but that's fine. And then they can get out over here. Look there. This isn't gonna be the most fun people are gonna have on the server. But I'm all for it. Okay, what are we doing? So from here, now we need to start thinking about blaze room. Numbers 25, 52, 37, 29, 64. So if you want to pull up the lottery numbers, you can. Those were yours. I kind of want to do mechanics for these 3 rooms first, and then we'll think about the blaze room later, I guess. So over here, I don't want to really do a maze. I just want it to be very annoying. And I don't want to give them a direct... Yeah, those are not winning numbers. I don't want to give them a direct path. And then, how can we make this a lot more difficult? We can have them dig through something. Like we can make a wall of like stone, and they have to dig through the stone. That would be possible. Ravager? Nah. There's no real easy way to get Ravagers. Or to how do I say that? Replenish Ravagers. The good thing about all the mobs that we have is they're all just spawners. What I would do is have can they buy a pickaxe? They can't really. Do I have them buy a pickaxe? That would be kind of good though. Because what I want to do is I want to fill these gaps with stone, and then once they break them, chances are going to be that there's going to be silverfish in the stone. Now my question is, how do we do that? How do we do that? Could they just like simple stone generators? Cobble, feed, tape. Right? Because isn't there the thing that you can do with like an array of cobblestone, where you have stone, doesn't really matter which one it is. How does that work again? I know it's like pistons push, right? And then you have water and lava on top. The only thing is I need to I think, right? There's either a torch underneath here, which pushes. No, wait, there is a torch underneath here. Like that. And then this is output. And then from here on out, you go... I'm trying to figure it, like I'm trying to do this from my memory, and it's a lot harder than it seems. Right, so there's all fire now. And then if there's a way that we can replenish this, Cobble generator. Hello, Yorick. Welcome in. How you doing? right? Because those would have to push down. Just thinking of how we could do this easily. So yeah, what you do is you feed it in from the side, from here. You'll feed in the blocks, and then once they reach the end, they power on. So what we want is a cobble generator over here. Or a stone generator over here. Which is easy by doing this. And then piston right there. How does one do this properly? Because we can't really take output from the stone here. If we do, let's put in water and lava real quick. If we do that, how do I figure out if there's a block there or not? Smart observer. I mean, sure. I mean, observer would work actually. Just a normal observer would work. Now that you're yeah. This would work, and then never mind. Never mind. I mean, we could do it over here. And if this one moves... No, never mind. Does it check block states for water? Do observers check block states for water? No, also why... Why is that happening? Probably because I need to do that, right? Yeah. How do we make the piston fine? Do we just put a clock on it? Do we go the easy route and just do this? There we go. Piston feed tape. And we put one of those in that room. And if we could, we make like 3 of those on top of each other. Is there a way I can make this 3 tall?
Boom, 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 I want you in my room, we'll spend the night together from now until forever. Boom, 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 I wanna go boom, boom and spend the night together in my room.
What if we made this wall 3 tall? I mean, how wide can I make these? They don't have to be wide. Like 3 wide is more than enough. All right, let's. And putting this on a timer, we can make it slow down quite a bit, so that you don't really need a pickaxe, right? You can just defeat the mobs. What we're doing is, you were here last stream, right, Yorick? You were here last stream? Question mark? I don't know. I don't really know anymore. Yeah. So, let me catch you guys up a little more. I have the final like entrance. It's near final. I need some work here and there, but we have the idea, right? So they come down here with the elevator. Boom. If they want to pay to win, they can buy tokens. They don't have to, because they can earn them. They all have their own like room, and we have a cool new system, which I'll explain later. But this is their like locker rooms basically. Food, we're gonna do mushroom stew because it doesn't stack, and so you can technically only get 27 and a bit in here if you still want space for loot. Then we have a timer. As you can see, this is counting down. Once it hits 0, this door will open. Or you can pay a diamond for the door to open. Again, we can play pay to win, right? We can pay a diamond, or we wait until the timer goes down. The shops are accessible that way. Then, if they're ready to run, they take the elevator, go down into the actual like dungeon area, which is over here. There's going to be 4 tiers in the dungeon. You'll have silverfish, spiders, magma cubes, blazes. Only the 2 bottom layers will yield tokens, because those are, I mean, except for mob heads, but those are the only 2 that you can get blazer rods and magma cream. So you at least have to go down 2 layers before you can earn tokens without leveling up, right? Also, get out of my redstone. Yes, there you go. So that's what we're doing now. We're kind of figuring out how to make their life a living hell. And my idea was to have a wall of cobblestone in here, because these are going to be whatchamacallit? These are going to be silverfish, so they're going to get into the cobblestone. And then once you break them, they're just going to get really annoying. They're just going to get really annoying. Which is kind of funny, if you think about it. And because silverfish don't really... Then that's something we'll have to do. We'll have to figure out like a puzzle that they have to do, because silverfish don't really drop anything. So, yeah. We'll have to figure something out. I keep finding stuff that I want to finish up, but I should be working on the mechanics that we were building. So, let's do... When it's finished, will you upload schematic? So, in due time, you'll get the world download, which is going to be a lot more fun to play, I guess. Where did I build that? Where did I build? Is it this? Oh, it is this. I don't really upload schematics in general, so I don't know. We'll see, I guess. I need to figure out. So this can be 3 wide. And then we just need to figure out how to power all of these. Meter, which should be kind of easy if we do something like this, and then we power that, and we power these blocks. Right? So now if I power here, and power... no, that's the same problem. I could... So this would take care of those, and then... this would take care of that. Boom. It's probably a little on the extensive side, but that'll work. And then we need to turn this into our good old-fashioned cobblestone farm. Boom. And then we also need to figure out how we're gonna do this one, which honestly, probably just the same. We will go to the back, so here, that's out. And then from here we go. Boom. There we go. There we go. And this piston is just gonna be on a timer. Hey, there we go. Now the problem is this is gonna break that, so we should put an immovable object over there. Same over here actually. We need like an immovable object. Yeah. Let's see what we can do. So if I put an immovable object here, like a furnace, I can, right? I can put one of these like that, which should still work. But now, even if I break this, right, it's not gonna do anything except for keeping stuff here. So we should now try and figure that out over here as well. How are we gonna do that over here? Because if I do those, right, Then put you up there, which is not going to be good. I want to avoid this breaking my entire system. Not going to do anything. Good question. How to solve this? So we did this where this would connect up, but now that we have this furnace, that doesn't do it anymore.
Smart observer is the easiest.
I mean, isn't it just gonna pick up the piston though? Or do I make it look at stone in particular? Like that. Also, hello everyone.
What's my favorite Minecraft streamer doing?
We're doing things. See if this works. All right. Yeah, that's a system. Now we need to fit it into that room, basically. And what am I doing? We're making a game that is, let's say, gonna be very frustrating, I hope. I hope. So I need space for it to come in, right? So we'll do right there, and we'll have it go as far as it can. And it's pink. I mean, it'll be a different color eventually. Right there. And then we'll have to do observer here as well. But then that's gonna fire this piston as well. Dilemma. We'll make it wider. Just gonna give myself a little more space. Just gonna give myself a little more space. Of course, I need to make the other side wider as well, because otherwise it wouldn't be symmetrical. And that wouldn't be very, very nice of me, right? Now we have all the space. Now we can push these guys back. Then we do our redstone setup. Let's use some casing and a redstone block. Doesn't really matter. There, right? There. There. And I don't want to hear it from the redstone community that this is the most efficient way to do it. It is fine. I can live with it. So that's going to filter on cobblestone. Then take out the redstone like that. I'm not at the redstone community anyway. Yeah. They can be strict sometimes. Right, and then just trying to hide most of the redstone. So that it's not too obvious. Bum, bum, bum. Boom, boom, boom. Like this. Like that. And then we just need a cobble gen up top. Which I'm gonna bring these all the way to the ceiling, I think. I feel like that's gotta be a good idea. Right? Just taking that, bringing it over there. Also, chat, you'll have to start thinking about what we could make him do here to open up the door. Because they need to figure out a way to get the door open, I think. And over here, we'll do like a tabletop where we'll spawn our silverfish in. And this guy is gonna go back to the roof. Because we'll probably have to put in another one over here as well. They have to put waxed lightly weather copper stairs somewhere to open it. Drop a few silver. The fact is, silverfish heads, they drop very rarely. And so I'd rather have a puzzle. Because this is supposed to be the easiest floor, right? This is supposed to be the easy floor. Also, I realized that this is not in the middle. So, that's 4 wide. Why silverfish though? Because they're annoying. Have you ever fought silverfish when there's like loads of them? That's the only reason. Because I think they're annoying. So now it's 4 and this one's 5, so... I've never been... Yeah, but that's like, what, 4, 5 of them? This is talking like 20 to like hundreds of them. 4 and a 4 wide, okay. Okay, so they come down, boom, 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 and then they do their thing. Right. We're gonna be using tough, so we'll do furnaces as immovable blocks. Naturally, no. Because you can't break the spawner. Yes, they cannot break the spawner. They'll just keep coming. They'll just keep coming. You know what would be funny is to have like, imagine if they have a door here, if we have a door here, and they just need to punch like a lever in here. So they have to get in here without getting crushed by our cobblestone. That'd be kind of funny. Or there's a way up here. So they have to get in here, and then there's like a way up that brings you up here, and then over here you have like I don't know, like a timed switch, a button that times the door, and then you have to just belt it. I kind of like that idea though. And like, we've got some space in here. We can do something with that. I've got less space in here. Cause four. Why do I? Oh no, I do have even. Yeah, no, this is even. Okay. That's mean. I mean, it is mean, but also kind of funny. Maybe that's the shortcut. Give them two options. One will let you in, while the other one will trap them. Yeah, that's also a good idea. I had popcorn before stream, and now there's like popcorn kernel thingies in between my teeth. It's annoying. Okay. Let's get this wall in first. Hey eggs, your name and work on in my world. Wait, can I not see my name? Can you not see your own name? There you go. Eggs will let you in, potatoes will kill trap you. Yeah, but then we could randomize the filter. We could randomize the filter on, like, we could give them two options, but then randomize the filter so it's not even, because this is, every room should be like random, right? Every run should be different, right? Every run should be different, and spawners are already going to take care of like mob quantity, but also mob difficulty. And then we want filters to be randomized, like in the spider room, which apparently not many spiders in here, lots of other things. Like, I want the filter to open this door to be either string. I want it to be either string or spider eyes. So you have to get both of those, and then hopefully get, you know, just hope that it's one or the other. That's the plan. I still need to figure out how to do that though. But that's the idea. Okay, so we do that. And then we do... Now I need to think, right? That. I know that's evil, but that's a roguelite. That's very roguelike-ish, you know? Think it's gonna be a long time? What's a long time? That we're gonna be here? I mean, I'm not gonna do everything this stream. I want to get a good idea of like what the rooms are gonna be. That's about it actually. Finishing this, I don't think so, because in the rooms themselves, there's not gonna be a lot of redstone. Most of the redstone we've already figured out. Cobble and stuff. I mean, the thing is, I'm not gonna give them a pickaxe. They're gonna have to kill silverfish to get rid of all the stone. Now I'm gonna put the regen of the wall on rather slow, right? But you're gonna have to kill silverfish to get rid of the wall. There's 4 rooms. So we'll put the regen on like every 10 seconds we'll generate a block, basically, right? Which is not fast, as you can see. Not fast. So we'll do that. So 90-second a layer. Yes. And then, like, you gotta fill in this entire wall. And then we also have the other one on the other side. Right? So we'll copy this on the other side.
W stream.
Yeah, let's see if this works. Let's speed it up for now, just so we can see if it actually fills in or not. 40 was like the good. Why is it not pushing out? Oh, it's because it's not. There we go. But why is it? Huh? Oh, it's because we're powering over here, right? We need you to do that. There we go. Luminosity, can we not, please? Can we not? That's not a topic for stream. How do the mechanics of the diemat work? I'm looking to make something like it on the server, but can I figure it out? Diemat is somewhere over there, I think. I think that's the diemat. The diemat works in wonders. But this is a slice of the diemat. So basically what we're doing is we put diamonds in here in default. And then we have a timer, right? On, I think it's 30 seconds. Yes, 30 seconds. And every 30 seconds we're taking out a diamond, basically. And 30 seconds is about what you need to dye an entire stack, right? So we enter the stacks on the bottom on this barrel. They get packaged into a package per stack. So a stack gets put onto the depot. And once there are diamonds in there, we start the fan for 30 seconds. And so if you put in 4 diamonds, it's 4 times 30 seconds. Basically, that's how the diemat works. That's how the diemat works. I don't know if that answers your question or not. Don't know if that answers your question. Hey, we have a wall. How are we doing on the rest of that wall? Okay, we are backing up, which is great. Because now I think if I do that, we should be able to... Where are you going to hide? I'm not going to hide them. Just going to hang them. Yeah, so now, see, we're replenishing the wall, which is what we want. And now we just need to recreate that on this side as well. I don't think I'll have enough space. So we're going to take out this wall. Let's replace air. But if only the bottom is not broken, it'll push out the bottom blocks. It'll be fine. It'll push out the bottom blocks. So every piston that can push will push, basically. go. Just enough space. Because it won't detect movement. Wait, what? What do you mean won't detect movement? It will. So the fact about pistons is, if I let's say break this one, right? It's just gonna replenish it at the end, right? So if I like, let's do break these, right? Only that piston is gonna push out. Oh, it's not broken. That's a good idea. That's a good question, actually. That's a good question. I don't know. They get lucky, I guess. We could put one of these at the top as well, right? So that we get a top and a bottom power source. So we could do that. If you wanted to. Right? That could work. Now it's gonna do it twice, basically. And then if the middle doesn't break, that's fine. Thinking about this. I have 3 blocks of width on this side. What are we building? We're building another game. We're building a roguelike. Roguelite, not roguelike. There's a difference between the two. But a roguelike. And we're hoping to make this a fun thing, you know? We can do with the server guys. And because a lot of it is going to be random, I can do it. I can play it as well. Yippee! There we go. There we go. That's that side, and then we do pistons here. Do our same weird little contraption thingy. How's the minigame arena going? I still just have the one game in it. Look, I'm sorry. I get hyper focused on stuff like this. Yeah, I get hyper focused. Wait, why is that? Why does that feel different? It's not different. Just kind of feels different. Yeah, it's fine. I want the sides though. Okay, that's that. Now we need to do a little contraption over here. So I'm gonna go 3. See, the thing is, I start projects like these, and then I haven't slept all that much this week because of this, and I start thinking about things and how things would work and the cool mechanics of it all, and then you just end up with not sleeping, which I know is not healthy, but then again, also fun game needs to be made, you know. Fun game needs to be made. I'm sorry if that scares you. I don't know why it would scare you though. Okay, block right there. lava, water. Water goes right there. Hopefully we don't wash out our stuff. And then we need to do piston. Couldn't sleep. I mean, that's your bar is low then. Don't feel like that warrants being sleepy all the time. Okay, we'll let that run. See if it works or not. That's good. That is working. And then one more. Oh, there we go. All right, so those are now done. Now, want to try it out with a spawner, with a silverfish spawner. So as long as they're not agitated, they shouldn't. As long as they're not agitated, they shouldn't. Let me do that. We'll go. Survival, stand up here. Come on, spawn. Light? Oh yeah, right. It's light. It's still light in here. Let's just turn it into nighttime. /time set night. There we go. Oh, wait. I want them to go into the blocks. How do we do that? How do we have them go inside of the blocks? Is the question. Come on, go inside of the blocks. Oh, did they just get in there? Yes, dude, that's what we want. Because now if you hit one, oh god, not the floor. If you hit one. Dude, yes, this is gonna be great. Oh god. Yeah, this is gonna be, it's not gonna be so much deadly, it's just gonna be annoying. It's not gonna be deadly, I would say, it's just gonna be very annoying. You would have to figure out a way to get them to not be angry at you. Right? While also spawning them. I think we might be, the 3 wide wall might be a bit too thick. It is working though, like they're coming out of the wall. I don't have the right tool for this. If they take damage, they hide into blocks. Yeah, I think we've got a couple of them in here. See? The wall is breaking down. It's just gonna take a while. Let me get a sword. See if that's better. Oh god. Okay, it's not better. It's actually very annoying. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Dude. And how far did that take our wall? Nowhere, actually. Okay. Their hitbox is just so annoying. Okay, I think 3 blocks wide is a bit too far. I think we need this to be only 1 block wide. What are we thinking, chat? Do we all agree with that fact? Is that this needs to be 1 block? The wall is regenerating. I mean, oh right, it isn't. Why? Do I just put this one on a timer as well? Screw detecting the block. I'll just put a timer on it. No, it's just put a timer in on it. Just like this. There you go. Set them all to 11. To 10, I should say. Yeah, this is gonna be very annoying. So I do think that we should just do the 1 thick wall. Why are we staying? There we go. Right? I think the one thick wall is gonna be our best bet. Then we could technically work with 1 timer. Alright, I still need to make my changes here. What block are you going to use eventually? For the cobblestone? Cobblestone. For the walls, I was thinking tough. Because tough doesn't really react with anything. You know? Or at least I don't think silverfish can get into tough. Oh. There we go. Okay. Why don't we use silverfish? We do.
Here we go on this roller coaster life we know, with those crazy highs and real deep lows. I really don't know why, and I will go to farthest place on earth. I know I can travel all the roads. You see, cause I know you're there with me. You don't have to slow me down, cause I will always be around. I will find my way back home where magnolia grows, where magnolia grows.
Okay. Of course it does. Also, this now shows our mechanic for respawning. It's a good example. I died. I respawned in my little cabin, like in my little cubby, and my points reset on the board. So I start at 0 again. Welcome to roguelites.
Rest in peace, stupid.
Welcome to roguelites. If you die, you start from 0. You start from 0. People can loot your body if they wanted to. If they want to. They're allowed to. There we go. Points at 0. Okay, let's try that again. I don't know where the skeleton is though. Okay, let's jump in, quite literally. Okay, I need a couple of blocks where they can't get to me. Otherwise, it's very... Oh, see, this is what we want. We want the walls to break down. How are we doing on that wall? Okay, I can't get it through just yet. Wait, he's right in the redstone. What? Of the XP system? Okay. I need for more of them to go into the blocks. Okay. Come on. Why do you put cobble if you have spawners? Because I want them to have to fight these guys to break the cobblestone. They won't have a pickaxe, so the only way to get through is to fight silverfish, so you can create holes into the walls. But then again, the walls do regenerate, so... Dude, yes, this is what we want. This is doable. We can survive this. Why would they want to get through to go deeper into the dungeon? There is like 3 more levels down. You know? To get to the other side, why would the chicken cross the road, right? Why would the egg want to go through the wall? Okay, so that's good. Oh, it's a dungeon. Now I missed the concept. Yes. Concept change. I mean, it's not changed. It's just expanded on. Okay. It's just been expanded on. It's a roguelite, so you're dungeon crawler kind of thing. So you have to go down to the level you want, but you also have to go back up. I want to do a little rooms, no linked. Yes, I know, but I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I think the rest of this room is going to be mostly decoration. And then we do need to figure out a puzzle. So what I want to do is I'm going to give them 2 options over here. Right? They can only pick one. One at a time, I should say. Oh. How do I... It's more roguelite. Yes. Roguelite with a T, not K. How do I... Okay. So my problem here is I want them to choose... I want them to choose which lock they're gonna... Or which code they're gonna use. The problem with that is I do need to... This is taking too long. 10 seconds too long. But how do I make it punishing as well? Well, how do I make it punish them? So we could do right code, wrong code, right? Right key, wrong key is an option. What else could we do? We could have them go back to get the other one. Right. Okay, let's see, what can we do? Monty Hall problem? What? I need to remember. I know that name, but I mean, sure, but that's different. That's different. It's a different concept. What I want it to be. Okay, let me explain this simply. I want there to be 2 items, right, available that are possible keys to the room, to the door. These are going to be random, like the actual like key is going to be randomized. So you don't know which one it is, right? You don't know which one of these it is. And so if you pick this one, and it's the right one, you put it on here and it's the right one, the door goes open. Great. But if you put it on there and it's the wrong one, I want you to be punished. Maybe I don't want to kill you, but I do want you to be punished. Now, how we do that is probably going to be a little more complicated than we think. The actual decision of, like, is it the correct item, yes or no, is going to be fairly easy, right? You look at it, because we would have to return it, but that's fine. Or we could void them, that's fine. It's gonna be blue pill, red pill, basically. We're gonna give them the matrix choice. So you get 2 of these, you filter them on your items. Like that. And then depending on a randomizer, you lock them, right? Depending on the randomizer, you lock them. That's the easy one, basically. I mean, we could do Chosen's randomizer. Because what he's doing is just... Wait, I need to think about this. How did he do that again? Let me look up his randomizer real quick. I think he posted it in screenshots. I know he does a belt, and then, but I don't know the exact setup. Tunnel and run mode, yeah. That's also not really what I want. It's not really what I want. Because that's a great randomizer for like randomized pistons, right? What I want is I want a random item to be selected, right? So I think let me think about this. Let me actually think about this. The best way I think of doing it is you do dropper, right? 2 droppers with your 2 items in there, right? Boom. Let's just do that so I have them in my inventory. You put 1 of each in there because dropper is a random output, and then you power the dropper, right? Boom. Which is now gonna put an item. Boom. She's now gonna put an item in here. And then we can detect that with smart observers. Right? Because now we can do the funny thing of filter, right? Randomized. And then we do need to. Oh, it's gonna get complicated. Welcome to logic gates. Welcome to logic in Minecraft, which a whole lot more difficult than you'd think it would be. So we go like this. What time is it? It's 9:15. Okay, I can do 9:15. Boom. Put a delay on it. Boom. So now, even if there's 1 item in here, it's gonna fire it back first. So we should be. Let me rotate this so I can see them both. So it should clear first, and then give us a random selection again. Never mind. Let's put you in here. Let's give it what? Let's give it like 40 seconds. Why is it not firing this guy? Now it did. Okay, now it's working. So we reset and then power. And now I want to see if it's actually randomized or not. Yes, it is. Okay. So it is going to be 50-50. We could do with like a 33% chance as well by adding a 3rd item in there, if we really wanted to. We could. You don't have to, but we could. Right. Right. Watching from both live streams, nice. Do we want to do a 3rd item, chat? Do we want to do a 3rd item? Yes or no? Because that's gonna change the odds drastically. it does change it like a bunch. Because what I would do, instead of having these come out of a vault, we would have a belt running, and then everything that gets pushed off of the edge, right, would trigger a false code, right? Okay, let's do it. Let's just add a third one. Let's do a third one, and we'll make it for just temporarily volts. Boom. Set a filter over here. I do want to rotate you so I can see what's happening. Maybe put 1 volt in there. Then reset, and then give us an output. Again, highly randomized. There we go. We could technically power it directly from this block if we wanted to. Yes. Now, belt. Boom. Boom. Let's give it a bit more buffer over here, and then we'll put in a volt like this. You know what? No, let's put it a bit lower, because I do want that key to be returned in general. Yeah, so boom, shoots. Oh no, you know what? No shoots. No shoots. Boom, and a good old-fashioned hopper. Why? Because we can take a redstone output from there. And then here we'll do the same thing. We'll just have a line of hoppers. And then, because it doesn't really matter, all of these should be correct. That's going to be our trigger for the door, right? Boom. Let's use a lamp as an indicator for the door. Boom. And then this guy is gonna be our indicator for, and the piston is gonna be indicator for a false, or for a punishment, basically. Set the belt to not too fast, just fast enough. I need an item hatch as well, because this is where the wall is going to be, so all of this is going to be behind the wall, obviously. Boom. Yeah, I think, you know what, before we do that, let's put a little bit of a extension on this. Let's make that 10 seconds. And that's fine. It could be just one bunch. Right, now it's redstone links. Although we could try and set this up so we don't really need it. But how would I do that, though? How would I do that? So I can only... If I redo this one, 12 people are watching. Nice. They're all welcome. They can see my struggle. So if I redo this, where the smart observers are facing this guy, right? Like that, I can easily get these to work I can just easily set this up over here. Maybe let's try it. Let's just try it. You know, what can happen really? So if I do you and you, we have observer, observer, and observer. 2, 3. And the only thing that we need to take care of is the actual like resetting, which again should be fairly easy to do.
Sire guys.
Bye bye. Let's do that. So we want to power this guy first. And then have a delay. With this guy and some redstone. Okay, so that's where we want to power it. Now, my question is, can I get an output over here, basically? So that's the straightforward one. Now, we could do this, I think. So this is a decoder, right? Oh, we do want these to be inverted, though. We do want these to be inverted. Okay, did I not? Okay, it's not powering this guy. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think so. Now it should be the fault that makes it through. So if I do that, we should get a light. Never mind. It went too fast. How to fix that? Maybe put the timer over here. There we go. Here we go. So that's our door opening, right? And then let's say we want something, we put in something else. So let's give this guy time to wind down. Maybe 20 seconds was a bit too much. Uh, 20 seconds. And then if you do that, it's just gonna go in there and it's gonna trigger piston. Good. That's it. That's our locking or key mechanism, which is gonna be randomized every time you run the dungeon, basically. Every time you enter, this is gonna get randomized. It's just gonna hit that button, get a different code. Good. Now we need to figure out. I mean, figuring out a way to give people these items is fairly easy. We can quite literally just do that. Do that. This is gonna be the wall. right? And then have our filters right here with a volt. And then we're just gonna send stuff over here with frogs. Right? So we'll do like volt you and then our cogwheel. And then whatever you put in here from our code, that is, it's gonna end up over here. It's gonna always come back. Good. I think we probably should just install it. Probably should just do it. And if you want, you can think of a punishment that happens when they give in the wrong combination, basically. Because we are gonna need one. We're gonna need a punishment. I don't want to kill them just yet, but I do want to make their life a bit more difficult if they can't handle this. Okay, I'm gonna make some more space. Just gonna lose some stuff, but that's fine. Replace where sandstone with air. There we go. Yeah, if you have ideas on what we could do with the whole punishment thing, that'd be great. Yeah, I'm really good at figuring out like puzzles and stuff, and like creating puzzles, but I'm not really all that good at like balancing certain things, which in game design is quite important, actually. Okay, so we're gonna grab you. We're just gonna make a little platform while we're at it. So platform over here, and then we'll have a platform on this side as well. Maybe we raise this platform. This is where I want to put my combination lock. Let's go and make a combination lock real quick. You, redstone, and I think that's about it, right? And these guys. Let's make it a bit shorter because we can. There we go. Let's get rid of this floor because we don't need that. Boom. Items, I don't really know which items I want to use, but that does mean we can't get the rest of this in place. Repeater. Let's do 20 ticks, should do fine. Boom. And then if we put in, I don't know, what items should we use for silverfish? I mean, for the dungeon in general, I feel like we don't want to use tokens, but we could do like an Eye of Ender some blaze powder, and what else? What else? Let's do an amethyst shard. Boom. There we go. And so that should now function as our randomizer. Oh boy, that came out of nowhere. Oh, because that powers... Oh, we can't do that now. Can we? We can... you can do this and then have you here. There we go. And then does that reset? It does. Picks a different output. There we go. This is rotating quite. Okay. Good. That's fine. That's fine. It's actually more than fine. It's actually pretty cool. If you think about it. Actually pretty cool if you think about it. There we go. There we go, and hopefully that goes, damn it, right direction. Okay, so from here on out, we take output. We take output with you, and then our timer, or our extender, I should say, not timer. And we'll set these to 20 seconds. Should be enough time to get through the door. So, and then that is going to be perfect because this is, I think, door space. Yes. So this is where door goes. So we can just, depending on where we want the oh, do I want to do door from the side? Door from the side kind of looks cool. Sounds cool. Slide the door in from the side. Yes, please. But I am going to move you then, though. Let's move you forward one. Because then I can just do... let's, again, for now, we'll do just like a makeshift door. So we'll do that, that, we'll glue it all together. Blocks must be connected, of course. How could I forget? There we go. Makeshift door. We'll go... so how much I want to do? 1, 2, 3, right? You. And then we do... 1, 2, 3. Power we'll get from here. It's chain drive and a gear shift, which no, that's too fast. Damn it. How can I make this slower while not completely breaking the entire thing or having to replace it? Let's do, because we also need to work on gear shift, right? So technically I could do this, have you sit underneath, so you can control the speed. Usually like somewhere around 30 to 30. And then if I was able to do gear shift, you gear shift, you, and then some good old-fashioned chain drives. Yeah, I like that a little better. Right, good. And then we do want to flip that. So I'm probably, so what I'm gonna probably gonna do that and flip it like so. Or no, I don't need to flip it that way. I can just flip it this way. Okay, good. And then we need some redstone. Like that. That's the only thing we need to do. Now all those three are gonna connect to there. So what is the, it's blaze powder? So if I put blaze powder in our lock, we should basically get a door that opens. Nice. Nice. Good. Good. Now, for the punishment. What do we want to do for punishment? What do we want to do for the punishment? Also, why are these not doing anything? Why are you not doing anything? It's not like you're at your limit. It's because, okay, this one needs to fire, so 10 seconds, but this one needs to fire a little later. Yeah. Okay. Of course. There we go. Now we're fixing walls. I don't know what punishment is though. What could I do for the punishment? What if I make this side significantly lower? Right? What if you make it significantly lower? Faster regenerating walls. Yeah, but see that that's a valid idea. Kind of want to do something with, like, what if we do put the ceiling lower, right? What if we make the ceiling lower and we drop something from the ceiling. Right, so we have that. We could technically do the entire... I want to bring that one forward. If I'm gonna do it, might as well do it correctly. Do it that way. Because what we could do right now is have this be confined, a confined, not a problem or a confined punishment. That's what I'm looking for. Right. So what if we take a snippet out of Mojang's book, and we just rain down a bunch of whatchamacallit, although arrows wouldn't really do anything, right? Lava would also not solve it. What if we lower another gate? What if we just lower another gate in front of it? And then they just have to wait until that gate opens. Chat, what do we think about that? What do we think about lowering another gate? Maybe we do something. I'm trying to think, right? So what if we do, and we literally just go opposites, and we go like, oh, right, what if we do this? Okay, so how many is that? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would be this output right here. So we could use this to power it. Okay. And then it's just a matter of doing the same thing, only with a way longer delay. Let's make this like a good... Maybe not. Maybe we do 40. 40 seconds. Okay, so putting in the wrong item. So let's say we do an amethyst shard this time. Boom, we come in, we should now see this lowering. Good. And then after 40 seconds, this is gonna go back up. Gonna take a look at here, see if... Okay, we're almost done. So now we should come back up. And so you think you would open the door, and then, yeah, that's... I kind of like that. That's... Yeah, that's almost very... Because then you need to go back. One, you have to go back now. So you gotta fight more silverfish, and then we'll have our 3 depots sitting right here. Right, we'll have... is this the middle? Is there a middle? I don't think there is an even middle, which is kind of annoying. So I don't know how to fix that. What if instead of having them on the floor, we have them on top? No, not on top. We could have them like sitting here. That's a possibility. Or we embrace the fact that there's no even thing. You could put them up here. Yeah, that feels more like that feels better. Let's do that. What was it again? I know it was what was it again? I did you an amethyst shard, was that correct? And an eye vendor. Okay, that's good. And then from here on out, we'll do packager, frog, and a chain conveyor. Where you at, Mr. Chain Conveyor? With Mr. Chain. Okay, we'll do chain conveyor setup over here. I don't want it to clip through the walls, so and then I need to determine the height, which is here. There we go. And then over here, it's very simple. We do you, send only, And then we'll call this guy silver keys. Silver keys. Boom. Done. And a lever. Let's power you up. Okay, I do want that to be a little faster though. So I'm probably gonna hook it up once it's done. Let's do... Let's get... Because again, I don't want it to clip into the wall. So let's pick one up. Like this. Do that. There we go. Then only... Yeah, that better. That better. And then we should get 3 keys. Beautiful. BEA beautiful. Right, so that's technically the puzzle done. Now the only thing I want to do really is go around here and kind of figure out a way to decorate this a little more. I feel like that's going to be important. Right? First of all, the walls, very important. So yeah. I think we're at a point where I can say like, yes, I like what we have. And we can always add more if needed. I don't know how to decorate this though. I want to see how. Let's light it up enough for it to be. I think it's light level 11. Everything under 11 they can spawn at. So yeah. What I do is just this. Make sure everything is light up enough, but not enough for it to be for them to not spawn, basically. This is not the end product. I'm gonna redo the lighting and stuff. It's just so I don't get killed by anything else dropping on me when I turn it into nighttime. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. No. We're not. Now we are. Okay, let's turn it to peaceful real quick so I can get rid of the mobs. Let me get a sword and some mushroom soup, because that's what they're gonna have for food. And then we are gonna turn this into survival. So I basically wanna spawn these. I could take all 3 of these, but gonna take one. Oh, I know which one it is, but yeah. Oh right, it's gotta set it to nighttime. Time set night. Are we spawning? Wait, they should be able to spawn. Are they not able to spawn? Is it because this guy? Wait, they were spawning fine. Is it? Are we still? Oh, we are off. Never mind. There we go. So there definitely needs to be some type of obstacles in this room, so I don't have to like constantly run around. But then again, kind of also the goal. Okay, they are getting into the walls, which is good. Thing is, mostly I need to get them to attack me. Now a bow would be easy. Having a bow would be nice. Oh, now they're coming out. Come on. No. I need to move. Okay, the walls are regening too fast. The walls are going too fast. They got too much time. Too little time. I'm gonna blow my nose. Okay, let's see how this works now. Okay. We have none of them breaking, which is not great, but... is there infested stone in here? No. Now we're talking. Alright, I can get through now. Good. And then, boom, open door. And I'll have like an elevator ready to go. Right here. Good. Good. So that's functional. It might take a while, but it's functional. And these ones underneath here, my voice is breaking. Are also gonna power this guy. Seconds. Okay. So basically just reverse gate so that if I'm coming up, I don't need to enter key again. I can just stand here, get back in. But then, oh no, walls have regen, so I need to start whacking these things so I can get back again in. So I can get back again and then go up here and get elevator. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Now we just need to decorate it. Make it look a bit nicer. Yeah. Now I do think so. This is a great start already. I like the mechanic of having to kill silverfish to get through the wall. That's pretty cool, right? Now I feel like we need some obstacles, some height height changes, just in general. Make it a little easier to lead them around. Could even get some in here. Like that. Okay, we'll do a similar system over there. So that is already going to help break things up. Now for our base blocks, basically, I want to do... I kind of want to make the floor something that the silverfish are going to blend into. So I was thinking andesite. Mostly because, again, that's going to be very annoying. That's going to be very annoying. Right, so if we do... that. Get rid of the floor real quick. You know what I could do is /1. Then you is air. You all the way up till here. Replace with air. Okay. Then we go here, we do /fill, create layered andesite 100. Should reach all the way around, I think. Yes. Nice. And then we'll put some normal or we could, depending on the walls, I think we could make these look like rubble from the ceiling. A trim. We don't want to do any spruce, so I think we could do. What about this combination? Yeah, I like that. I actually really like that. Slash replace pink wool with create what's that, scorcha pillar? Yes. Okay, boom, boom, boom. There we go. Oh wait, why didn't it do? There we go. Hello, Sunny. Welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? What are we surprised by? What is this? A game that we're building. We're building a mini game. Slash XP farm. Basically what we're doing is we're building a roguelite where the server guys are going to gather XP. So this is one of their lockers that they will have. And so the more XP they deposit into their tank, the more levels they get. And the higher the level, the more points they get. And to get levels, you go down with the elevator into the dungeon, which has 4 levels. The first level that we're building right now is a silverfish level, and you basically need to make the correct choice and get through the wall. The only difficult thing is you won't have a pickaxe, so you need to fight silverfish to open up the wall. Basically. Basically. Does that make sense? No? Sure, fair. Let's replace these so I don't break them by accident. So yeah, we're still very early stage. This is very early in development, this game. So we're still very much tinkering with what we can do, what might not work, stuff like that. But if you have ideas, you're always welcome to share your ideas. Right now, I just want to get some basic colors in the walls so that I get, I don't know, an idea of what it'll look like eventually. I want these to be different colors, so we're gonna put some different colors in there. so I'll probably do like a different variation of andesite in here, but I don't know what just yet. Although it wouldn't make sense for it to just be the floor block. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Come on, guys, get out. Thank you. But if you have questions, Sunny, about things, and why is your name Eggs98? Because eggs are not my favorite thing in the world. I actually kind of hate them. So that's why. Where do you come from? Oh, because okay, never mind. Also, I'm gonna put it back to peaceful so I can get back to developing. I think we're good. Don't think we're good to go. So I want to put a dome on this. That seems like the best way to do this, and to accentuate the middle part. Right. Something along these lines, and then have that connect all the way over there. No, my name is Eggs because I'm severely allergic to eggs. And I thought, why not make it my name? And another 2. And then we should be able to meet up in the middle. Yes. And then I wanted to... Okay, so here is where things get a bit... like, where things in the designing sphere get a bit iffy, because we can't use... But we can't really use any regular blocks because of the silverfish. But I do like the idea of having like a band going around. And then maybe some pillars going down that also create some barriers to hide behind. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, that already kind of divides things up a little bit. Dude, my nose is not working with me today. Also, what time is it? It's almost 10. Okay. Almost 10 is fine. This is Switch chat? What do you mean Switch chat? I do have Twitch chat running, yeah. If that's what you're asking. They're here. They're just lurking. Because surprise, surprise, this is not the most engaging or interesting content. It's mostly me going, huh, how does this work? That's most of it. Okay. I feel like we're at a point where we can just go and change everything to whatchamacallit, tough. That's what we're calling it. Okay. I think what do I think? Not a lot actually. So we could go around with another band, which I wouldn't want to do. What we could do is have these be separated off, right? And then we start the band from here. Because I do like a separation between ceiling and like wall, right? I do like a good separation between the wall. Oh god, that's not what we want to do. Okay, and then this going across. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, I really want to. Maybe we could do that later, though. But I don't want this ceiling to be tough either. You're making a roguelite? Yes, that's exactly what this is. So we have four levels, right? The deeper you go, the more difficult the mob becomes, but also the more rewarding it gets. But if you die, you lose all your progress. Plus, there's a couple of things like we've got like a shop where you can buy gear, you can buy potions if you need to. Every run is going to be randomized. But it's not, there's certain limitations to what you can do within Minecraft to make it a roguelike. So yeah, it's not gonna be like a perfect roguelike. So yeah, it's also always a little bit iffy, you know. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll / replace pink wool with create. Let's do 60%. Let's do 60% create cut tough. And on top of that, we'll do 20% create
Stam is coming.
Stam is coming? Ooh, interesting. Create cut _ tough bricks. We'll do what else could we do? We could put like 10% tough in there, just regular tough. Oh, hello, it's me. You got chat, you're on screen, start chatting. Hello, me again. Welcome in. Hello, I'm Eggs. We're doing the egg thing. We're making a roguelike today. A roguelite with a T. within the Create mod, and hopefully that is gonna end up on the server one day. Let me just get this done, and then I'll show you what I mean with a roguelite. Boom. Lots of tough, which is exciting because I made a tough form. Welcome to our game. Basically, what this is players are gonna come in through here. They'll each get a locker or a little room, and need to run. Yeah, go ahead. Do whatever you want. And basically what the goal of the game is to store as much XP as you can, right? And the more XP that you gather, the more levels that you get. Every time you hit level 15, you get 1 point on the board. That's the more points, the better. That's what's happening. So every time you hit level 15, you also get a token that you can spend in the shop over here, right? Either you want to get ingredients for potions, or you can grab some gear. So get XP, buy stuff, get more points. Three things that you can do. How do you do that? You can grab some food as well if you want. You take the elevator down into our dungeon that we're building. Yes, I am building another dungeon. Not the same type of dungeon, but another one. And then you play the game. So this is level 1, right? It's fairly simple. It's just silverfish, but you don't have a pickaxe. So you have to get through here without a pickaxe. How do you do that? By fighting silverfish, baby. And then once you get through, you have to decide which key you're going to use to get through the door. And then you do next level is spiders in here, which we still have to do. And then after the spiders, level 3 is going to be you should get more tokens the higher level you are. That's a bit harder to do. And that's why we're introducing, on level 3 and 4, we're introducing sellable items. So, magma cream and blaze rods, you'll be able to sell for more tokens. Whereas, anything from spiders, I won't be buying, you know? So the deeper you go into the dungeon, the more dangerous it becomes, but also the more rewarding it gets, right? That's the plan. So, yeah, these are going to be filled with magma cubes, and you'll have to get around here. Re-explain in a second. So, right, magma cubes, and then just don't die, basically. So, basically, this is our safe station, our trading hall, our dungeon entrance, right? Cut limestone? Yes, this is cut limestone. It's a crate block. Everyone gets a little room where they can dump their XP out, and they can get their levels. If they die, they will also respawn in here. But if they die, they reset their points. So you start at 0 again when you die. And the goal of the game is just to get the most points by gathering experience. Yeah, I know, it's fine. It's fine. There's no one's here, so. But yeah, that's the plan. That's what we're doing today. We've done this room because I like it, and I don't know. Yeah, it's just kind of it because I like it. This is, I would say, the actual game mechanics are going to be fairly simple, right? The actual dungeon running is simple, but just dealing with the mobs is gonna be really annoying. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. Are tokens exponential? In what way? That tokens that you get more tokens the higher level you are. The problem is that's really hard to do. Because it's very hard to switch up token generation. I still have to look into it though, but it's pretty hard to do. Because I would have to have a differential system that checks for how many levels do you have, right? But then also have a system that drops different types of tokens at different levels for different people. It's not just for one player, it's for different people. So it's a lot easier to just drop a token for everyone at all times. Right, because the tokens are going to be put in that barrel right there. Computer craft for JC2. I think that's strafing a little too far from the just create idea. I don't know though. It could be. Could do it. Alright, what kind of roof do we want to put on here? What kind of roof are we thinking? What kind of roof are we thinking? I have a couple ideas. I feel like it might be a bit on the bright side, but I mean, can't go wrong with some orange in there. Industrial iron. It's too tileable. It's too tiled, you know? Could do copper as well. That's, again, it's very tiled. Which is where this comes in handy, because this doesn't, it's connected, it doesn't tile. I mean, it tiles, but it's not as noticeable. And then we can mix in some other ones. We can put some of this in there if you wanted to. Maybe even a bit of this. Berlin noise. How do you do that though? I don't know how you do it. Because I honestly, for like this kind of texture, I don't mind the randomness. But for when it's like a two textured wall, like if you do only these two blocks, I would want it to be grouped. Let's look it up. Berlin noise in roll edit. Berlin XYZ frequency processes. I know I know, but I need to use it. Yeah, Rodedit doesn't have an option or a baked-in option. It needs another mod to add with it. My voice, yes. My voice is going. It's not great. It's not great. I'm gonna get rid of these walls. Oh. Maybe Axiom tool. I don't like Axiom tool. I don't like Axiom. I know it's people don't like me saying it, but I don't like the mod. I don't like how it controls itself, or how you control it. Yeah. But this is going to be a lot more easy on the redstone than our past projects. Have you tried using the thing you're included professional? Yeah. Have you tried roll edit? To use it, install fast async world edit. Yeah, but I'm not gonna install it right now. I don't want to. I don't want to restart the game really. That's just that. Do I do I change this to our ceiling color? I would want to. So if I do, let's do / replace with layered. Yes, my PC does not restart Minecraft that fast. Okay. I do see. I like the orange though. I like the orange. I don't know what it is, what that is about, but I like it. How are you gonna deal with vanilla mob spawning? You make sure everything is lit up just enough so it's light level more than 1, but less than 11. More than 1, less than 11 is your goal. Honestly, what I want to do... No, I want them to be able to fall in. Never mind. Not doing it. I am going to change these for cobblestone. No, these are not going to replenish themselves. But except chat, if we make this one taller. Except if we make this one taller, we'll be able to connect them all. That should work, right? Well, less than 11. Yes, it needs to be less than 11 for spawners to spawn. Spawners 2, yes, spawners 2. Spawners are actually very similar to just vanilla spawning. Only the only difference is it's regardless of you can just activate them, right? You can control the spawning. Yeah, you kind of want it to feel like loomy and darkish. right? You want it to be kind of darkish for your like a dungeon needs to be kind of darkish, you know. Replace air with create. There we go. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Fulbright. I don't like playing with Fulbright. Hello, Mr. Blocky. How you doing? It's been a while. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, do I like it being like on that? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Put some texture in it later. Doing a bit of lurking. Nice. We're making a roguelite with the Create mod. And it's been interesting. It's been interesting. Sure, been interesting. Also, I want to put... The problem with silverfish spawners is they're very rare to get in the world. But we could do another stream where we go and grab one. We'll have to do a lot of flying, though. Have to do a lot of flying. End port, yeah, but the distance between end portals is very big. And I already got a second one because the one that we actually... The one at the portal that we used to go to the end was broken. Yeah, I like... It's quite dark, I know, but I like it. Let me... Now is when we get to lighting, right? Now is when we get to lighting. How are we gonna do this? I kind of... Do we want to flex or do we not want to flex? We always want to flex, right? I'm gonna grab some beams. Oh, also, did you guys know? Did you guys know that you can put brackets on that you can put brackets on cogs? I didn't know that. You can put brackets on a cog. I didn't know that. They look really cool. They look really cool. Revolver mechanism? Yeah, that's not where my brain went, but sure. No, not where my brain. How am I going to do? I could do chandeliers from here, right? What we also could do is incorporate the spawner in the chandelier, right? And so what if we did cogs, right? Then brackets on the cogs. And then we hang our lanterns from there. Because that looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Okay, of course it would be higher, but I'd say we hang it somewhere up here. I do want to double up, so I do want to add another one. But the problem I'm having is, or the problem I feel we're gonna have is that this is gonna be too far for us to activate it. Okay, so that covers most of that. Silverfish. Right? So we don't activate it here, we do activate it here, so that's good. And then we do hang it from a chain. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. And then we'll do another one. How much is that? 4? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll hang this a little lower. As in the cogs, the brackets on top, and then 2 chains connected with a lever. What? Top, then 2 chains down the sides connected with a lever. Huh? Huh? What? I don't get it. So, like, place the levers on the side. And then chains on there. You know there's a better way of doing that, right? It is create. We have shafts. Boom. Which one's better? I mean, if we could go even further and just go one more shaft up. Make it look a little more rigid. But I kind of like this design. I'd like a chandelier. Evil chandelier. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're not here for a picnic. You're here to get to level up. To get swole, basically. We're here to become the best of the best. No one ever was. You're not gonna tell me that this doesn't look good. We could go a step further. Was there really? I just like debris. I kind of want to take some of those and put them on the floor, as if there's tiles from the ceiling that are falling down. I just want to see what this looks like. Hey, I'm not mad about it. I'm not. Honestly? It's a little too much. Okay. I see it. I see why it's a bit too much. But it is an interesting idea. I do like the smaller ones. It's a bit more, it's more defining. At least for this room, I feel like the smaller ones are the better choice. Okay, so that should be our entire middle lit up, right? Now we need to look at these spots. We don't all want to light them up. So what we might do is we'll use the same oh god, the same stuff, but should be consistent, but use them as like a okay, now I need to think, right? How are we doing this? The idea would be cool to have like some on the wall, maybe. Okay, what does this look like when I put my video settings back? Too bright. It's very dark. It's too dark. So we do need more light. We definitely need more light. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to see silverfish. What we could do is here we do some people keep it 50% brightness. I mean, that's their choice. That's their choice. Right? See, that already helps a little bit. And then if we do the same on this corner as well. Right? So that's most of what we want. And then the rest we'll do, I mean, we'll put some in here in the beginning, of course. The rest I want to use, I want to leave them dark, but we'll use like slabs and stuff to make it, to break it up a little bit. Over here, how much? Let's just put one here in the middle. Go up one. Yeah, and then we'll put debris where the red ones are. We need to remember that we take the blocks that are above us. You. So that would be spawn proof right there. And then here we want to use bricks, of course. Okay. We'll do the ones that aren't safe first, and then we'll take a look at the rest. It's too even. Okay, and then here we'll do some bigger piles with some bigger rocks in them. Right. Boom. These are not just for decoration. These will actually help you with some of the silverfish, because then you can like use them to either get a bit of high ground, which I kind of want to do this, so you can actually get some high ground. Not too much, of course, but yeah. You can use these as a way to kind of run around them. But this is quite nice, actually. We're not talking about this yet. We're just talking about this side. I feel like... over here... Oh, wait. Yeah, oh, that makes sense, actually. Houston, we have a little problem. I forgot to put this guy in. And I also forgot that on the other side. Oh, wait, never mind. Why are you not... Oh, that's why. Never mind. We're good. I like this, though. Like, overall, vibes are good. And then maybe behind here, we use torches instead of... What's the distance? 3? Wait, let me do this first. Let me do this first. Surely these are same. Yeah, this is fine, and then we'll just have to kind of do whatever we can over here, I guess. Okay. And then over here, I don't really want to put anything, so maybe we do, because we have gate coming down here. Maybe we do like, interesting. We could do that, finish it off, make it clear that they're supposed to go here. Sure. There you go. I think, though, slash replace, I can try. This is not going to be enough, right? Zero blocks have been replaced. Nope. it doesn't work. Oh, this been a while since I've heard that. I'm looking through some notes that I have. Okay. My voice has been struggling for a while now, so I'm gonna save it. Hopefully, not break it again, and I might actually call it right here. I hope you all enjoyed it. We're gonna raid into Chosen for the people over on Twitch. The people over on YouTube, you'll get a link to Chosen's Twitch channel. So if you want, you can click on it. It'll take you to his channel. I've enjoyed stream. We got a lot done, actually, like a lot. I'll be back on Saturday, so in 2 days, and I'll see you all right then. Bye.